Welcome back to another episode of Thrifty Monday. I'm so 90s, don't try me, your host, Just Daggers here, bringing you all our finds from the thrift shop today. As always, we hit 3 thrift shops every Monday, and we bring our results to you. So without any further ado, let's go see what we find.
All right, another Thrifty Monday, and we're pulling into our first unique. All right, going in, hoping to get some nice deals, toys from the 90s maybe. We'll see what happens. All right, made a purchase, spent $1.35. I'm gonna stop and get some lottery tickets now, because it's up to $90 million, and that'll do a lot for our thrifting abilities on Mondays. Our first stop was a successful one. We did find a couple items. We found an original BK Kids toy from Burger King, and we found a cassette tape from the TV show The Dinosaurs. So the cassette tape from The Dinosaurs, as you can see, cassettes there are 5 for $1, so we just had to find 4 other ones just for the hell of it. Hashtag hoarding. And we got this guy here from Burger King, still in package. Gotta love that. 69 cents on that. And again, we only shop on Mondays, and Mondays are 25% off. So the combined purchase was $1.35. Pulling into our second thrift shop destination. All right, so we had another good find. We got ourselves 2 board games. We got the Saved by the Bell board game from 1992 and the Clarissa Explains It All board game. So pretty good. These will look good on the wall. So we got the Clarissa Explains It All board game from 1994. That's a good find. That's something I've never seen at a thrift shop before. And we also got, from 1992, we got the Saved by the Bell board game. This is one I already have, but I'm a hoarder, and it's in better condition than the one I have currently. So I now have this one. All the pieces are inside. It doesn't have the color book that originally came with it, but that's to be expected. Most people don't keep those with the board game. They take them out, they look at them, they put them on a bookshelf. But also in good condition, we got all the pieces. Pretty excited for this find. We've had a good day. We've got something at both shops. We're heading to our last thrift shop now, and hopefully we'll have the same luck with more 90s gold. We're now pulling up to our last thrift stop destination. Hopefully we're gonna find the good stuff. Maybe some more board games or some Burger King toys. Try to get some sort of a trend going. We have hit all 90s things once again, so it's a good week for that. So if you have a little car and you pull all the way in and make us think that you're not there, that's annoying. But when you pull in past the thing, that's even worse. What a jerk. Yet another, what would be the word? Another purchase at the thrift shop. Not a 90s purchase. We got something from the 2000s. We got a Thor bust bank. So I have a couple of these at home, not a Thor one, but of the same variety. Marvel put these out a couple of years back, and they're pretty good. They have nice detail for what, you know, is a bank, but also is statuesque enough that it can sit on the shelf and look pretty nice. So we got this guy here. The price tag was $269. It was on sale for, of course, 25% off. I think our total purchase for the day was maybe $16. This one here, you see online for $15. I won't say the board games have a definitive price online because everything is what you're willing to pay, but you see them on eBay for between $30 and $40. I'm not even gonna give a price potential for the BK toy, because I actually am going to open that one. I want that one on my shelf. Maybe $3.
So what did we find today? All right. Found some good stuff. At the first thrift shop, we got VidKid from Burger King in the original packaging. VidKid, the leader of the Burger King kids. Very cool toy. I'm actually thinking about opening this. I'm not a person who really opens anything. If you can find something NIB new in box in the packaging, you should generally keep it that way. But VidKid is someone who I really liked, and I kind of want to play with this toy. So I'm torn if I'm going to open this or not. But so we found this. We got it for 69 cents. 69 cents was what it was marked at. It was 25% off. You can see it on the internet. In packaging, about $4. Out of packaging, it's going to be less. It's going to be like $1. And again, these are just ballpark prices. Everything is subjective to what you're willing to spend. If I find the right dude and I say this is going to be $1,000, he gives me $1,000, that means it's worth $1,000. You're going to see that as a trend with everything we go through today. I'm going to show you what the perceived values of things are. That doesn't mean that's their actual value. It just means what people think things are worth. So again, things are only worth what you want to spend, what somebody else is going to spend on something. That's the only value for toys and such. There's no it is worth this, because if there's no buyer, it's not worth shit. VidKid, personal value to me, I think it was clearly worth like the 50 cents I had to pay. Totally worth it. The next thing we found at our second thrift shop, it was a twofer. So we got this one right here, the Clarissa Explains It All game. All right, now I've not seen this one before, so this one I didn't know what it was worth, but they were listing it for $8. So in my head I was like, it's probably worth like $10 to $15. So then we hop on eBay here. eBay has told us that the Clarissa Explains It All game on eBay goes from about $40 to $69. You have some listings for, but again, you have no bidders, so it's worth nothing. It's, a toy is worth nothing without a bidder. This, to me, clearly worth $8. I collect 90s memorabilia, old toys, and I particularly have a board game collection that's pretty substantial. This is something I had not seen before, and I had to get it. So that board game is from 1994. It had all the pieces inside. It had it had clearly been played because it had people's names on a scorecard written on the inside. And by scorecard, I mean a piece of paper like we all used. Second item we found at that same thrift shop, so I'm going to assume it was the exact same person's who donated or died. We have the Saved by the Bell board game. Now this one's in very good condition. I do have one or two of this board game already, but this one by far the best condition of any of the ones I have. All the pieces were represented inside. The only thing it didn't have, so you can see on the front it says featuring a 54-page full color photos of Zach, Kelly, Slater, Lisa, Jesse, and Screech. I don't have that in any of the copies that I have of this game because it's just not something that people kept with the box. You got the game, you opened up the box, you took those books out, and generally that little photo card book went onto your bookshelf or just got lost. So I was not expecting it to be in there. But again, the box is in great shape, and all the pieces were inside. So that's two board games from the 90s. That's the 1992 version of the Saved by the Bell game. There were multiple ones. That's why I definitely say the name of that one. That is the better version. The other one was a square box. This one's the rectangle. The rectangle box is bigger and better. Has a cooler box, cooler board. Saved by the Bell game, though, you can see it online from like $9 to like $40. Again, no bidders. You have a couple watchers. People are interested in it, but it's all about that perceived value. I would say that's closer to the $9 in value thing on eBay, but you have to keep in mind you're going to pay $9 on eBay, and you're going to have to pay the shipping. The shipping is on a $12.57. That to me is way out of its price range. That game was listed for $9.99 with 25% off. So for $7.50, I'm totally down to buy that game. Especially it being the one that's in such good condition as it is. That's totally acceptable to me. These 90s board game stuff, they weren't mass produced, but they're becoming harder and harder to find in good condition because people they weren't good games. They're pretty shitty. They're not really that fun to play. Most of them are kind of like Sorry, but without the good parts. So like people did not hold on to them. People did not keep them in pristine condition, and the crowd they were going for was not was not adults, it was kids. So you lost pieces, you ruined boxes, you wrote your name on the box. That's something I find with a lot of my old collectible board games is people wrote their names on them. So to find one that has no blemishes, that's something to me. That's pretty good. The last thrift shop we went to, we found this guy here, a Thor bank. So these are really cool. These came out in a bunch of different Marvel heroes. I have the Venom, the Hulk, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and a couple others in this format. I did not have this Thor one though. So the back you can see they are banks, but when you just put them on the wall, they look like nice little statues. These were in the store, I want to say, for like $5 when they were originally sold at like Toys R Us. Now they're totally much higher. They still sell these at Toys R Us. I think they are selling for $9.99 to maybe more. On our eBay searches, we found them from as high as $40 to as low as $5.99, which again is all about perceived worth. If there weren't 15 of these things on eBay at any given time, you might see somebody who wanted to complete that collection and pay that $40. But if you're a dude putting something up on eBay and you see there's someone else with the exact same item out of box, like these didn't come in boxes. They were sold just as you see them here. The only difference was they had a little piece of string that had a price tag on them. So like, there's no, oh, mine's new in box, mine's not used. It's a fucking bank. It's not getting used and abused. You're putting some pennies in the back. Or like me, you're buying it as a decoration piece because it's cheaper than buying any of the Marvel statues, which are super overpriced. I'm getting off on a tangent, but if you're seeing something that's up on eBay for $5, don't put yours up for $40. No one's gonna buy yours. There's no difference. So again, perceived value. To me, when I first saw this, I'm like, I think that thing can go for like $10 now. I think $10 would be your average. And when I see the list of things that are all around, $17 to $40, and that one for $5. This was definitely a good deal. We bought this for $2.69 minus 25%. So, and again, this is not something that I bought as an intent for resale. This is something that I bought because I want it on the wall, which is generally why I buy most of my things, because I'm a hoarder and I like things on the wall. But one day when shit hits the fan and we do get ourselves a booth at Comic-Con and unload the whole army of shit we have, we'll know we turned a little profit because we never buy anything that's not worth more than we pay. Thrifty Monday! All in all, we had a good day today. Anytime you walk away from a thrift shop with a purchase, you've had a good day. Going to thrift stores is not shopping. Going to thrift stores is hunting. You're looking for something you didn't know you need because you can never guarantee you're going to find the same thing twice. Anytime you walk into a thrift shop, you're going to see completely different things. It's nothing like going into your local Kohl's or Walmart. You're going to see the same shit every day. A slight variant, but it's the same things the whole year round. Thrift shops are completely different. It's a wonderful experience. You're going to see things that you can't see anywhere else at any given time. And the things are going to be built better than anything you buy today at a fraction of their actual cost because people at thrift shops are stupid. They don't know what things are worth. There's no reason not to thrift shop. As always, I'm your host, Just Daggers. I'll see you again next week for another episode of Thrifty Monday. Until then, hit the thrift shops, folks. Let me know what you find. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Do your shit. Don't die in a fire. I'll see you next week.